All right, let's talk about Devin Haney entering the 36 chambers of 140 pounds. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop the video. We all know that's also a legendary karate flick, but you know, enter the Wu 36 chambers and 36 chambers of the Wu Tang is fucking classic. We all know that, right? But never heard the album. Should go listen to it. But yeah, man. A lot of people say they got concerns about Haney moving to 40. I ain't see these concerns about Teofimo Lopez, dude, before he had his fight at 40, man. And some of them dudes gonna struggle up there. A lot of them dudes was getting by off size and being bigger than other guys. Thing about Haney, he got welterweight dimensions, you know, welterweight length, welterweight height. And Tio, you know, he was able to get away with a few things with it, but he was getting by off athleticism. He was able to get by off athleticism, explosiveness, and counterpunching. And we'll see if he can make the adjustment at 147 pounds. He ain't as rangy as Haney, and his skills ain't as good as Haney. Now, Haney got some things that need to be tuned up, of course. He's 23 years old, about to be 24. Well, 24 is a finished product. That's what I keep telling y'all about the Rio Melaneckis, the Joy Spencers, the Colberts, Jerron Ennis, the Virgil Ortiz. They kids, bro. You know, the more they go into camp, the more they stay in the gym, the more they fight, the more they gonna tune up and polish up their skills, and the harder they gonna beat. Of course, you're not a finished product. They got flaws that y'all really can't see right now. A lot of boxing guys can see the flaws, and a lot of them gonna cover them flaws up and make them strengths. But Devin Haney going to 140 is interesting. I mean, you got they, you know, rugged. The one thing about 40, they rugged guys. Excuse me, damn Nick. They rugged guys. A lot of them dudes, man, they might not be the most skilled guys in boxing, but it's the deepest division in boxing. Top to bottom, you got, you know, champions, guys that can be champions, former world champions. You're talking about Jose Ramirez. You're talking about Jack Catterall. A lot of people thought could be a world champion. Sabriel Matias, people think could be a world champion. Alberto Pulo, who became a world champion. But whatever, the dude that fought Barrios, a lot of people thought he got a raw deal. Some people thought he got a raw deal versus Puello. I mean, up and down, you know, Regis Progress, Josh Taylor. I mean, you got a lot of really good fighters there. And then Montana Love and Richardson Hitchison and Kenneth Sims. I mean, sheesh. Elvis Rodriguez. I mean, you got a lot of guys in that weight class that's going to bring them up, get ruckus, bring them up. You know, they're really good guys, bro. So, you know, the thing about it, a lot of them dudes, they might not be the skill, but they're willing to take shots to get them and put it back on your ass. And that's one thing that Devin Haney might have an issue with if he don't properly, you know, grow into his weight class and get in there, you know, and properly, you know, move up. A lot of them dudes ain't gonna care about his boxing ability. They're gonna try to walk right through him. So when you go to 140, it got to be an adjustment. I think one of his adjustments is gonna have to be just physically putting that weight on his legs. Right now, he don't look like the most sturdiest dude on his legs. He don't look quite like Deontay Wilder was looking. But, you know, all that, the extra 5 pounds and rehydration and all that, you know, he need to get stronger in the lower part of his body. And once that happens, he becomes, you know, stronger stationary. He showed yesterday, well, the other night, that he can, you know, he can fight stationary. He don't have to move. And that was kind of the evolution of Caleb Plant under Stephen Bredman. He didn't have to move no more. He showed I can defend and hold my ground and still be aggressive. And that's a sign of a really great defender. You know, if you gotta move sometimes, but you can't move every fight, every minute, every second of a fight, every round of a fight. It's impossible. You're gonna get tired. At some point, you're gonna have to fight some of these dudes. We're gonna have to hold their ground. So Haney gonna have to continue to work on his lead hook. Haney gonna have to contend on. He ain't gonna be able to pop shop all, you know, guys up there, you know, like that. Them dudes a little bit different. He gonna have to be able to hold his ground and follow up. You know what I'm saying? He got to use combinations to get off him, but he got the right style. There ain't too many great pure boxers up there. A lot of them dudes is rugged. They willing to take many to get theirs off. You know, so he gonna have to work on more than 1-2. It's gonna have to be, it's gonna have to be 1-2 threes. It's gonna have to be threes, and you know what I'm saying. He gonna have to be a little bit more like he was last night. But he can't just throw to clinch or throw to smother. He gonna have to throw and follow up. He gonna have to establish, and then once he start establishing himself as a force, establish himself as hitting the mark and offensive force with some arsenal in his weaponry, then he can go back to boxing. It's just about getting those guys respect. And one of the huge things about it, when you quote unquote people say he lacked power or whatever, and that might change moving up. When you quote unquote lack power, then it becomes you have to then counterpuncher becomes it becomes so important. It becomes very important because the shots that they don't see coming, especially rough and rugged guys that like to take your space, and you know what I'm saying, once you start hitting them with shots they don't see coming, they start slowing them down. So body work gonna have to be on point. But when you have the reflexes and the boxing ability he got, that's a great start. Something that a lot of people in that division don't have. Then it's gonna just start being about perfecting offense, like Caleb Plant did against Anthony Durrell. It's gonna be about perfecting, throwing combinations. You know what I'm saying? Stepping over, following up, and then after a while, once you get in a rhythm, then you can go to pop and smother. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna have to develop a rhythm because one shot smothering them dudes up there, they strong, they rugged, and they can take a shot. So body work, putting his punches together, you know what I'm saying, and just everything else. But it's not too many people like him. You got Hitchison up there and Kenneth Sims up there. That's about it as far as the really good, true, slick boxer punchers. Or just boxers. That's about it. He ain't gonna run into somebody that's gonna pretty much outbox him. But he been in the gym with some bigger guys too. So he already been preparing for this. But once he able to physically fill out, bro. And then he just gotta go. He gonna have to just start adding to his offensive arsenal. When he able to start adding to that offensive arsenal, it's gonna be a wrap. So it's gonna be interesting how T.O. do, Ryan Garcia do. Well, we seen kind of Tank gets one of big guy like Barrios, what he was able to do. But the top guys are a little bit different. They're a little bit more complete than him. But most of them dudes over there is just rugged. Most of them dudes is real, real rugged. Most of them guys are really, really rugged up there. You talking about those rugged guys, man. They like to take some to get some. It's hard to get them off your ass. So, he gonna have to follow up offensively. That's one thing you gotta work on. Not just 1-2 shots. 1, 2, 3. Step over. Keep them off of you. Don't be so much of this shit you can do, and they just gonna walk through you after a while. So once you're doing this and that, you stuck in that position. I remember Derrick James was explaining that. So at some point, he gonna just start, just establishing his offense with combinations a little bit more, or just a little bit more variety. You see, got the overhand right going, the uppercut going, the hook going. Maybe it's, hook to the body, you know what I'm saying? Jab to the body. But physically, from a length and height period standpoint, he's gonna be good. He just gotta continue to perfect the evolution, becoming an all-around complete boxer. That's it. And that's just gonna be, being a little, having a more diverse offensive repertoire. And that's not just punch variety, that's countering, doubling shit up, tripling shit, that's about it. He got all the physical tools to do so. So he really do. But yeah, it's gonna be a battle, a struggle going up there, because them dudes, they underpaid, they mad, they angry, they rough, they rugged. And it's kind of all wrong for your classic boxer. Some of them dudes up there, it's all wrong. Some of them dudes, all them dudes willing to take it to get it. So that's why Devin gonna have to establish self more offensively. Them dudes conditioned up there, man, and they hungry. He got a name and they gonna want it. That go for anybody coming up through there. They starving for a name like Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis, George Kambosos. They Lomachenko, whoever want to come, they starving Shakur Stevenson. And somebody point out Shakur Stevenson do the same thing. They so defensive responsible that that it allows them, I'm talking about Haney, to leave, knockouts out. It allows them to leave knockouts in the ring. So you can't be too defensive responsible. But like I said, that's not the worst problem to have in boxing. But yeah, I look forward to it, man. Look forward to it whenever he's ready to make the jump. I thought T.O. would have some issues. He kind of bulked up a little bit too much there. But T.O. counterpunching and explosiveness, if he kind of not bulk up so much up top, he should be okay. He's still pretty confident. But if I'm gonna come into a weight class and I, boxing, reflex, and defending, and I can have those skill sets, I think he'll be all right. But Haney be all right. But then it's just about building on top of that. It's about building on top of that and becoming better offensively. And you see that with Caleb Plant. You see Caleb Plant gonna be a real tough out. You see that with Caleb Plant, bro. You see it. Everything is coming full circle for him. Now he learning that I can stand there, I can defend, and still be in position to punch. And that's kind of where Devin Haney got to take his game, where Caleb Plant took his game for the Anthony Durrell fight. We'll see if as fast as Caleb Plant caught on to that, had he been doing that a lot earlier, you know what I'm saying? So, maybe Haney give Plant a call and see kind of, what worked for him. Maybe get with Edwards for Stephen Bredman for a minute and see what worked for him, and then kind of adopt that style. That's kind of where you need to go with it. And you become a complete fighter, and then it's just like, he got the work ethic, he got all the physical tools, he got the corner. Then it's like, dude, if it's just like, will he get caught or have an off night? That'll be the only question. Like Floyd, when you get caught or have an off night. So, but yeah, I think he'd be fine. But it's definitely, treacherous up there. Definitely uphill battle for anybody coming that division that got a name. Them dudes hungry. So we'll see. I think he's gonna end up sticking with Top Rank too. I don't think Bob gonna let him walk away with or without Lomachenko, but that's just my humble opinion. But shout out to Devin Haney, shout out to Bill. Congratulations to them. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Check out boxing playlist. But let me know what you think about Devin entering 140 pounds. Peace.